Gorilla battles for territory and alpha status are intense and pivotal events within their social structure, primarily involving dominant males known as silverbacks. These confrontations typically arise when a younger male challenges the reigning alpha for leadership, or when rival groups encounter each other in overlapping territories. The alpha silverback, responsible for the safety and cohesion of his group, will engage in dramatic displays of strength and aggression to assert dominance and ward off challenges. These displays include chest beating, roaring, ground slapping, and short, intimidating charges towards the rival. Gorilla, genus of primates containing the largest of the apes. The gorilla is one of the closest living relatives to humans. Both groups last shared a common ancestor about 10 million years ago. Only the chimpanzee and the bonobo are closer. Gorillas live only in tropical forests of equatorial Africa. Most authorities recognize 2 species and 4 subspecies. The western gorilla is made up of 2 subspecies: the western lowland gorilla, which inhabits the lowland rainforests from Cameroon to the Congo River, and the Cross River gorilla, which inhabits a small forested region along the Cross River separating Nigeria from Cameroon. The eastern gorilla is also made up of 2 subspecies: the eastern lowland or growers gorilla of the lowland rainforests of the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the mountain gorilla, found in the montane rainforests and bamboo forests of the highland terrain north and east of Lake Kivu, near the borders of Uganda, Rwanda and Congo. The gorilla is robust and powerful, with an extremely thick, strong chest and a protruding abdomen. Hey everyone, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content and contributes to gorilla conservation efforts. Thank you for making a difference. Both skin and hair are black. The face has large nostrils, small ears, and prominent brow ridges. Adults have long, muscular arms that are 15 to 20% longer than the stocky legs. Males are about twice as heavy as females and may attain a height of about 1.7 meters, 5.5 feet, and weight in the wild of 135 to 220 kilograms, 300 to 485 pounds. Captive gorillas of both sexes may grow quite fat and hence become much heavier. A wild adult female typically is about 1.5 meters tall and weighs about 70 to 90 kilograms. Gorillas lack hair on the face, hands and feet, and the chest of old males is bare. The hair of G. beringai is longer than that of the other 3 subspecies. Adult males have a prominent crest on top of the skull and a saddle of grey or silver hairs on the lower part of the back, hence the term silverback, which is commonly used to refer to mature males. This saddle is much more conspicuous in eastern gorillas, which are jet black, than in western gorillas, which are more of a deep grey-brown. Gorillas live in stable family groups numbering from 6 to 30. The groups are led by 1 or 2 silverback males that are related to each other, usually a father and 1 or more of his sons. Occasionally, brothers lead a group. The other members are females, infants, juveniles, and young adult males. Adult females join from outside the group, and the young are offspring of silverbacks. The gorilla is active during the day and primarily terrestrial, usually walking about on all 4 limbs with part of its weight supported on the knuckles of its hands. This mode of locomotion, called knuckle walking, is shared with chimpanzees. Occasionally gorillas stand erect, mainly when displaying. Females and young climb more than males, mainly because much vegetation cannot support the weight of males. Their diet is they make aggressive displays in attempting to protect his dependents. Such displays commonly involve chest beating, vocalization, or short rushes toward the intruder, followed in most instances by a discreet withdrawal. Chest beating is performed by both males and females, but it is much louder in males because air sacs in the throat and chest make the sound more resonant. Chest beating is often part of a ritual that may also include running sideways, tearing at vegetation, and slapping the ground. In addition to intimidating outsiders, these displays also act as communication between groups and are often used to maintain the dominance hierarchy within the group. Cognitively, gorillas lack the curiosity and adaptability of chimpanzees, but gorillas are calmer and more persistent. Captive gorillas have shown a capacity for problem-solving and have demonstrated a degree of insight as well as memory and anticipation of experience. They appear to be as adept as chimpanzees at learning sign language from humans. Some gorillas can recognize their image in a mirror and can thus be said to have a limited sense of self-awareness. This trait is shared with chimpanzees and orangutans. Only a few other non-human animals possess that ability. Wild female gorillas give birth about once every 4 years. There is no fixed breeding season. The gestation period is about 8.5 months, and births are usually single, though twins occur on rare occasions. A newborn gorilla weighs only about 2 kilograms and is utterly helpless for the first 3 months of life, during which it is carried in its mother's arms. The young gorilla sleeps in the mother's nest at night and rides on her back during the day. Female gorillas begin to reach reproductive maturity at about 10 years of age and then transfer to another group or to a lone silverback. Males reach sexual maturity at about age 9, but they do not reproduce until they become more physically mature silverbacks at about 12 to 15 years of age. Most male gorillas leave the group in which they were born and try to gather females to form their own family group. This may involve some aggression, since a young male may invade an established group and try to kidnap females, sometimes killing infants in the process. Occasionally, a male will stay in his birth group and become its second silverback, breeding with some of the females and ultimately taking over its leadership when his father ages or dies. The life expectancy of wild gorillas is about 35 years, though captive gorillas have lived into their 40s. The gorilla has become increasingly rare throughout its range, having suffered from human destruction of its forest habitat and from big game hunting and overcollection by zoos and research institutions. A newer threat is hunting associated with the bushmeat trade, especially to feed logging crews. With respect to eastern gorillas, the International Union for Conservation of Nature has listed both the eastern lowland gorilla and the mountain gorilla as critically endangered subspecies. Together, eastern lowland gorillas and mountain gorillas number fewer than 5,000, with the smaller mountain gorilla population estimated at only 1,000 individuals. Mountain gorilla numbers continue to decline from habitat loss as a result of human activities: farming, grazing, logging, and recently, habitat destruction by refugees. At the same time, ecotourism involving visits by travelers to see gorillas in their natural habitat has contributed to the conservation of the mountain gorilla. Although western gorillas are more numerous than their eastern counterparts, the IUCN still classifies both subspecies as critically endangered because their populations continue to decline from the effects of poaching and habitat loss. Cross-river gorillas are at the greatest risk, with adults numbering fewer than 250 individuals. Western lowland gorilla population estimates are substantially higher, however. They doubled in 2008 with the discovery of a previously unknown population, numbering more than 100,000 and inhabiting the swamps of Lakteli Community Reserve in the Republic of the Congo. Ecological studies, however, continue to document the ongoing population decline among western lowland gorillas, falling from an estimated 362,000 in 2013 to 316,000 by 2018. Gorillas have a rich repertoire of vocalizations that they use to communicate within their groups. These sounds range from simple grunts and barks to complex hoots and roars, each serving a specific purpose. For instance, grunts and belches are commonly used for keeping in touch with group members during foraging, signaling their presence and ensuring that the group stays together. Loud roars and chest beats, particularly by dominant silverback males, serve as warnings to intruders and potential threats, asserting dominance and warding off conflicts. The nuances in these vocalizations allow gorillas to convey a variety of emotions and intentions, from comfort and reassurance to aggression and alarm. Grooming is a critical social behavior among gorillas, playing a vital role in maintaining social bonds and group cohesion. This activity involves individuals picking through each other's fur to remove dirt, debris, and parasites, which not only helps in hygiene but also reinforces social relationships. Grooming is often observed between mothers and their offspring, as well as between silverbacks and other group members, strengthening the bond between them. Through grooming, gorillas build trust and reduce social tension, ensuring that group dynamics remain stable. It is a calming activity that promotes social harmony and mutual dependence within the group. Gorillas are known for their daily nest-building activities, which are essential for their rest and protection. Each evening, gorillas create new nests either on the ground or in trees, depending on their habitat and safety concerns. Ground nests are typically constructed from leaves, branches, and other vegetation, providing a comfortable and secure place to sleep. Tree nests, built by younger or smaller individuals, offer protection from predators and are often made in more elevated areas of the forest. The construction of a nest involves bending and folding branches to create a stable platform cushioned with leaves for added comfort. This nightly routine is crucial for the gorilla's well-being, offering a safe and comfortable place to rest and rejuvenate. Gorillas do not defend a fixed territory, but rather have a home range that they traverse in search of food and resources. These home ranges can span several square kilometers and often overlap with those of other groups. Within their home range, gorillas follow seasonal patterns of fruit and foliage availability, moving to different areas to exploit various food sources. The overlapping home ranges may lead to occasional encounters with other groups, during which silverbacks engage in displays of strength and dominance to avoid direct conflict. The ability to navigate and remember the locations of key resources within their home range is essential for their survival. Highlighting their cognitive mapping skills, gorillas possess opposable thumbs and big toes, which are crucial adaptations for their arboreal and terrestrial lifestyles. These digits allow gorillas to grasp objects, manipulate food, and navigate their environment with precision. The opposable thumb enables fine motor skills, such as peeling fruit, picking leaves, and grooming, while the big toe provides stability and balance when walking on all fours. This dexterity is particularly important for young gorillas that spend more time climbing and exploring their surroundings. The strong, flexible hands and feet of gorillas are a testament to their evolutionary adaptations, allowing them to interact with their environment effectively and efficiently. Gorillas have a dental formula of in both their upper and lower jaws, which means they have two incisors, one canine, two premolars, and three molars on each side of their mouth. This dental structure is well suited to their primarily herbivorous diet. The incisors are used for cutting and stripping leaves and stems, while the large, sharp canines serve both in feeding and as weapons for defense and dominance displays. The premolars and molars have broad, flat surfaces, designed for grinding and chewing tough plant material, such as fibrous leaves and stems. This dental arrangement enables gorillas to efficiently process a variety of plant-based foods, ensuring they can extract maximum nutrition from their diet. Gorilla infants are born highly dependent on their mothers, and maternal care is crucial for their survival and development. For the first 3 months of life, infants are carried in their mother's arms, remaining in close physical contact to ensure warmth and protection. As they grow stronger, they begin to ride on their mother's back, clinging to her fur as she moves through the forest. This close bond allows the mother to teach her offspring essential survival skills, such as foraging, nest building, and social behaviors. The extended period of maternal care, lasting up to 4 years, ensures that the young gorilla is well prepared to navigate the complex social and ecological challenges of its environment. The lifespan of gorillas varies between wild and captive environments. In the wild, gorillas typically live around 35 years, with factors such as predation, disease, and food availability influencing their longevity. In captivity, where they are protected from these threats and receive regular medical care, gorillas can live into their 40s and even 50s. The extended lifespan in captivity provides opportunities for in-depth behavioral and cognitive studies, contributing valuable insights into their biology and social structure. The differences in lifespan highlight the impact of environmental pressures on gorilla populations and underscore the importance of conservation efforts to ensure their survival in the wild. Gorillas have been observed using tools in the wild, demonstrating their problem-solving abilities and adaptability. For example, they may use sticks to measure the depth of water before wading through it, or use branches to bridge gaps in vegetation. These behaviors indicate a level of cognitive complexity and foresight, as gorillas must understand the properties of the tools and how to use them to achieve a specific goal. Enjoying the video? Please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us and the gorillas. Thank you. Tool use is more commonly observed in chimpanzees, but gorillas' occasional use of tools highlights their capacity for innovation and adaptability in their natural environment. Captive gorillas have demonstrated impressive problem-solving skills, showing that they can understand cause and effect relationships and use reasoning to achieve their goals. They have been observed using objects to reach food, solving puzzles designed by researchers, and even using sign language to communicate with humans. These cognitive abilities indicate a high level of intelligence, comparable to that of other great apes. The ability to solve problems and adapt to new challenges is crucial for gorillas' survival. both in the wild and in captivity, where environmental enrichment and mental stimulation are important for their well-being. Various conservation programs and initiatives work tirelessly to protect gorilla populations and their habitats. Organizations like the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund and the World Wildlife Fund conduct research, anti-poaching patrols, and community education programs to raise awareness and reduce human-gorilla conflicts. These efforts include training and employing local communities as rangers and guides, providing alternative livelihoods to reduce dependency on poaching and habitat destruction. Conservation programs also focus on habitat restoration, reforestation, and creating protected areas where gorillas can live safely. These initiatives are critical for ensuring the long-term survival of gorillas and maintaining the biodiversity of their ecosystems. Many gorillas live in national parks and protected areas, which offer legal protection from hunting and habitat encroachment. Examples include the Bwindi Impenetrable National Park in Uganda and the Virunga National Park in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. These protected areas provide a refuge for gorilla populations, allowing them to thrive without the immediate threat of human activities. Conservationists work closely with local governments to enforce protection laws and monitor gorilla populations through regular surveys and tracking. The establishment and maintenance of protected areas are vital for the conservation of gorillas, providing a sanctuary where they can live and reproduce without disturbance. Western lowland gorillas exhibit unique behaviors compared to their mountain gorilla counterparts. They are more arboreal, spending a significant amount of time climbing trees to forage for fruit, which makes up a large portion of their diet. These gorillas are also more solitary, with males often spending time alone except during mating periods or when females and young are nearby. The smaller group sizes and more dispersed social structure reflect the different ecological pressures and resource availability in their habitat. Western lowland gorillas are also known for their vocal communication, using a variety of calls to maintain contact in the dense forests they inhabit. Mountain gorillas live at higher altitudes, in montane forests with cooler temperatures and lush vegetation. These gorillas are more terrestrial and live in larger groups led by dominant silverbacks. The cooler climate and higher altitude result in a more herbivorous diet, consisting primarily of leaves, stems, and bamboo shoots. Mountain gorillas are known for their thick, longer hair, which helps them withstand the colder temperatures of their environment. Their social structure is more cohesive, with strong bonds between group members, reflecting the need for cooperation and mutual support in their challenging habitat. Gorillas' diets are highly varied and depend on the availability of food sources in their habitat. They consume a wide range of plant materials, including leaves, stems, fruits, flowers, and bark. In times of fruit scarcity, they rely more on fibrous plant materials, which require significant chewing and digestion. Gorillas have a large, complex digestive system with a well-developed cecum and colon to ferment and break down tough plant fibers. This dietary flexibility allows them to adapt to seasonal changes in food availability, ensuring they can meet their nutritional needs year-round. Gorillas employ specific feeding strategies to maximize their food intake and nutritional value. They are selective foragers, often choosing the most nutritious and easily digestible parts of plants. For instance, they may strip leaves from branches, peel fruit to access the flesh, or chew bark to extract sap and nutrients. This selective feeding requires dexterity and knowledge of their environment, showcasing their cognitive abilities and adaptability. By employing these strategies, gorillas can efficiently exploit the resources available in their habitat, maintaining their health and energy levels. Gorillas are susceptible to many of the same diseases as humans, including respiratory infections, gastrointestinal illnesses, and skin diseases. Outbreaks of diseases like Ebola have had devastating effects on gorilla populations, causing significant declines. Conservationists work to monitor the health of wild gorilla populations and implement measures to prevent disease transmission, such as limiting human contact and conducting health checks. Veterinary teams in protected areas play a crucial role in diagnosing and treating illnesses, ensuring the health and survival of gorillas. In conservation areas, veterinary care is essential for maintaining the health of gorilla populations. Veterinarians conduct regular health checks, treat injuries, and manage diseases. They also monitor pregnant females and newborns, providing care when necessary to ensure successful births and healthy development. Veterinary interventions have saved many gorillas' lives, particularly those injured by snares or suffering from illness. This proactive approach to health management is critical for the conservation of gorillas, allowing them to thrive in their natural habitat despite the challenges they face. It's time for funny gorilla facts. Please hit like button before. Gorillas are full of amusing quirks and behaviors that make them fascinating to observe. They can burp to show contentment, and despite their massive size, they are afraid of water, often avoiding it. Young gorillas love playing games like tag and wrestling, and they can recognize themselves in mirrors, sometimes making faces at their reflections. Each gorilla has a unique nose print, much like human fingerprints. They use sticks to gauge water depth and enjoy munching on bamboo, which can sometimes ferment in their stomachs, leading to gorilla beer bellies. Gorillas' chest beating is both a display of strength and a humorous way of showing off. They build a new nest each night, enjoy sunbathing, and can often be seen lounging lazily. They communicate with a variety of funny sounds and facial expressions, sometimes even making silly faces during playtime. Baby gorillas ride on their mother's back like tiny hitchhikers, and grooming each other can look like a spa day. Despite their strength, they are gentle with their babies, cradling them delicately. Gorillas enjoy sunbathing, playing in the rain, and can walk upright for short distances, giving them a humorous, human-like appearance. They use leaves as napkins, make hammocks out of branches, and have bad hair days with messy fur. Gorillas sometimes hum or sing softly to themselves while eating, throw sticks and leaves in mock displays, and even dance by swaying and moving rhythmically when excited. These playful and endearing traits make gorillas truly captivating creatures. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our next one. Click the link and join us for more amazing facts and adventures. See you there.